Hi guys, and welcome to our video for today, the 21st of January 2026. So a difficult day in the market today. Lots of uncertainty with the Trump and Greenland situation. First had a bit of a red day, which can happen. Not 100% success rate, unfortunately. And tomorrow I'll be looking to overturn those losses into wins. I had about 6-7 wins yesterday. Unfortunately, didn't have many wins today. So yeah, a bit of a red day. So it'll be interesting to see how these plan out actually. And if you'd like to know more about how to keep your losses down, you can find us link in the video description and the Twitter bio with our publicised trading plans. I've shared the guys in the group, my max loss limit, how I journal and use the cash flow to keep my losses down and keep my wins flowing throughout the month and weeks and days to be profitable. So here we are on BNAI. See how this stock will present for the rest of the day. So basically, we're consolidating the falling wedge pattern with at least 3 touches beside the wedge for mature enough consolidation. We've lost the 9 support, and now it's turned into resistance, as that's what happens. When you lose support, it becomes resistance. And we need to break 9 for an entry on this one. And if we were to break over 9, you wouldn't be breaking just 9, be reclaiming the 5-minute Bollinger Band center, and therefore 65% more likely to remain above 9, which is good favor and good stats for us. If we were to break over a 1-day resistance, it would be a bullish break, wouldn't it? And yeah, I'd expect this to run at least 6% with a move over 9 on this one for a day trade. However, looking at the negative, if we were to lose 7, these 200 MA and 200 EMA, these thick white lines, are only going to converge and basically level up towards 7 as every 5-minute passes by. And I can see this basically coming and touching 7. And if you were to lose 7, you'd be losing the 1-day support, 200 EMA and 200 MA, which is really bearish. I'm probably coming down to like 5.5 and then 5, etc. And it's just not going to be good. So you don't want to be in this beneath 7, in my opinion. And a break over 9 should see it run at least 6% on this one. BNAI, that one is. So I'm going to remove this falling wedge now and go to the 4-hour time frame, because you want to know if you want to hold this overnight or not. And basically, we need a 4-hour green candle close over 9 to be able to hold this overnight if you want to be in this. Mainly because currently just a really strong top wick here, representing distribution, selling off, rejection essentially from 12. But we can turn this candle green with a close over 9 on this one. So it'd be a 4-hour green candle close over the new resistance now, or support resistance now of 9, which should see us continue over the next few 4-hour candles, whether that's the end of today or tomorrow as well. It basically allows us to hold overnight if we get a 4-hour green candle close over 9 on this one. So and again, if we lose 7, not good, is it? And again, the same stands here. If we lose 7, we're done on this one, because you'll be losing. If we're coming down to the ATMA, probably lose that and come and retest the 200 EMA on the daily around 5.5. So really don't want to be in this beneath 7. And here again, the same stands for the 4-hour as it does for the 1 day. If we get a daily close over 9 as well, that's really good, and we should continue back up towards 12 and potentially eradicate this strong top wick. Basically rise into the wick and test around this 12 area with a daily close over 9. So they're the levels you want to hold, 9, and you don't want to lose 7 on BNAI. So going on to GITS, we'll start with the 5-minute time frame and look at this potentially for a day trade. So looking at here, we're basically squeezing beneath 3 and 2, and we're going to represent that even more, illustrate and demonstrate that even more by putting a falling wedge pattern, a consolidation pattern, consolidating between 3 and 2, maybe come down now to retest 60 EMA, to be fair, of around 1.5, and also the new potential support to hit 1.5. But yeah, basically consolidating here in the wedge. We need to break over 3 for move a plus 8% on this for a day trade. However, if we lose 1.5 on this, probably coming down to retest the 200 EMA around 1.1 and maybe wick down to $1. So that's a big drop. If we lose 1.5, we've come into 1.1 and $1. That's basically around 25, maybe 30% or so. So I wouldn't want to be in this beneath 1.5, to be honest. And if we were to get over 3, I would take this for a day trade and expect it to run at least 8%, because it's at least 80,000 volume per 1 minute candle. It's going to be above the ATMA, light blue line, Bollinger Band center, orange line, break the 1-day resistance, and also break out of the wedge. And present a bullish A+ setup and present a new high of day once it hits 3. It only hit 2.9 before, 2.99. So that's what I'd look for a day trade. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame now and see what we need to hold this overnight. To hold this overnight, we need a 4-hour green candle close over 2 on this one, because it looks great until, it looks great. We're reclaiming the 200 MA, reclaiming the 200 EMA, which is bullish, but we're rejecting from the 2 level 1-day resistance, aren't we? I'm sure there's a big level 2 sell wall in this. I don't use it, but I can tell you it's a round psychological number, and a 1-day resistance, therefore there's going to be lots of selling, and that's highlighted by this strong top wick representing selling off, indecision, and ultimately wick off distribution theory that we teach in this Discord through our extensive class 0 to class 10 seminars, from a beginner to become an advanced trader. So yeah, I need a 4-hour candle close to hold this overnight on this one, and it should continue back up. Similar to the previous one we looked at, BNAI, it would fill this wick against the upside and come towards 3, with a 4-hour candle close over 2, and that would present around a plus 40 sort of percent move, maybe 35% by the time you got filled. So that one looks good to hold overnight. If we get a 4-hour candle close over 2, over the next few 4-hour candles, it should continue up and definitely hit 3. Daily time frame, however, not too good. So not only do we need to get above 2 on the daily, if we want to look for a larger swing trade in this, we need to get a daily close over 3, to be honest, because it's a strong top wick, again representing distribution, selling off, rejection from 3, and also a rejection from the 200 EMA for a death cross retest on this one. So we need to reclaim the 200 EMA on the daily as well. So not only that, obviously we need to get above 3. So daily close over 3 on this one for continuation, and probably come towards 4 and 5 and so on. If we get a daily close over 3, in my opinion, I think we'll just wick above 4. So maybe we can have a first target of 4, so around 25-30%, and then maybe hold the rest until the next resistance around 5-60%. So I'll leave 30% to run up there or something. That's how I trade that one, looking at the 4-hour and the daily. But remember, a 5-minute close beneath 1.5 and it's done. And we'll use the 5-minute first, look for a day trade, then use the 4-hour, look to hold overnight, then the daily for a swing trade for a larger period of time. And that's how it works. So looking at PAVM then to finish off. This one, it did run up a bit last time I checked. Yeah, so we spoke about this in live trading in our Discord, how probably because the market is really bad today and it's hard to find winning trades. So what can happen is you can wait for this 25 level to break, and think you get an A+ setup, like a perfect setup, kind of similar to that other one we looked at, GITS over 3. Exact same setup, but you can't get in because it halts just before it breaks the 25 resistance, and then it runs like 15% or so, however much this ran. Let's have a look. Yeah, around 12-13%. So yeah, for a day trade on this one, I mean, the structure's ruined because it's being halted up and down a couple of times, so there's massive gaps in it. So you want the candles to be tight and close together because they need to work together to beat the resistance levels. And I'd converge it into a new falling wedge like this, and I'd wait now for a breakover to 25 for a scalp for a 6% move. But if we wanted to focus on the bigger 8-10% move for a first target, I would look for that 30 break for a day trade. And if we lose 15 on this, we're definitely done. Reason being is because you're losing the 60 EMA here for your golden cross retest, and then you're coming down further to test the golden cross of around 10. So 15 to 10, that's another big drop. That's about 30%, is it? 35% around there. So I wouldn't want to be in this beneath 15 at all. And again, over 25 for a day trade for 6% sort of move. And if we break 30, excuse me, we can expect this to run at least 8 to 10%. And going on the 4-hour time frame, interesting. I may have to turn extended hours on. Doesn't really tell us anything. So, I mean, it doesn't really tell me too much because we're rejecting from 25 and also rejecting from 30. If we get a 4-hour candle close over 25, we're definitely going to hit 30, but that's probably going to happen in the same 4-hour candle. So I would say, to be safe, a 4-hour close over 30 to hold this overnight. If we've got a 4-hour close over 25, we've not hit 30 yet, you can hold this overnight as well for a bit more continuation. So I think the daily might tell us a bit more, to be honest. And yeah, I'd wait for a day, to be fair. I think a daily close over 25 is enough. I'll put this to a more faint resistance, 30. So daily close over 25, we'll see it continue more for a swing trade. So we can, go back to the 4-hour time frame and, let's say just a 4-hour close over 25 for continuation to hold it overnight. The same for the daily. If we get a daily close over 25, I think we'll retest 30, probably come up towards 35 sort of area. I don't think we might have not enough to hit 40, but so if we've got a daily close over 25, I'll look for around 30% first target, to be honest. 25-30% first target. That's how I'd manage that one on the daily time frame. And the 4-hour, to be fair. But the 4-hour, if we're not at the 4-hour close over 25 and hit 30 in the same candle, then I'd probably sell like 50% at, for a little small trade at 30. But for a daily time frame, a daily close over 25, if we get a proper 1-day green candle over 25, I think we will hit at 25 to 30% first target in that one. But again, it's all invalid if we lose 15 from that 5-minute time frame. So again, we start the 5-minute, goes to 4 hour, goes to daily, all for a reason, guys. It follows through like that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and make sure to watch our video for tomorrow for more guidance on the trending stocks. If you want extensive trade reviews, publicized trading journals, recaps, seminars again from step 0 to step 10, live trading, 4 day traders, 3 options traders, and 3 swing traders. You can find those link in the video description and the Twitter bio, as well as being able to book a one-to-one call and enhance your trading strategy and see where you're going wrong. So thanks guys, and catch you all later.